Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have that live show match action coming at you right now. It is going to be Vinny and Enzymes battling it out now. So Vinny, our Teal Terran, kicking it over here on the left side of the map, and Enzymes, our Red Zerg, he's going to be kicking it over here on the right side of the map. Good two-player map here in dual sight. I like it quite a bit, and I really enjoyed the new loading screen on that. I don't know if you guys noticed that loading screen, but it's pretty dang nice. It's, somebody put some serious time and effort into that one, it looks like. And if they didn't, boy, they must be really talented. They've just got the eye. Artistic nature. Good stuff, but let's see how Vinny is going to proceed. Or I'm wondering if he's probably going to go for a Hellion opener here. He tends to like that versus his Zerg opponents. Supply depot going down in the back here, so not going to be putting it at the wall. No wall off from Vinny quite yet. Back over here on Enzyme's side of the map, he's sending his Overlord kind of in a weird position here. Where is he going with this guy? Headed around, all the way around to the back side of his opponent's base. So not going to worry about taking the shortcut straight across the map. He's going to fly the long way. Does have the second Overlord cruising out what appears to be this position here. And 14 supply going to go for, I assume, 15 supply followed by a hatchery. Maybe. Looks like that's going to be a scout. Scout headed out. We are at 15 supply, so I'm assuming it's going to be a hatch here in just a moment. He is starting to float a couple extra min, and yes, there we go. It is going to be a early hatch. 15 hatch. Vinny going for a barracks up here. No wall off still, so he's not worried about Zerglings apparently. And a gas going down for Vinny. Did get that down a little bit later than normal, but that's okay. Looks like he's probably planning this out. I'm still going to assume it is a Hellion opener at this point. So we do have that barracks down. He's going to be working on now a Marine. Oh my goodness, he canceled the gas. And Enzyme scouting it right away is going to go ahead and steal it. He says, woo, 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 that one's free. I'll take it. Taking it down. Looks like a supply depot going down here. This is interesting from Vinny. Generally speaking, he walls off, so I'm kind of interested to know why he's not walling off here, but clearly he's not doing that. It's going to be headed out across the map with a proxy barracks here, so 2 racks pressure. And we do have a bunker going to be going down in this position. Looks like he's going to start to leapfrog these guys forward. Couple extra SCVs have been pulled. Vinny going to start to get very aggressive here with his 2 racks. This bunker is definitely going to complete. This bunker going to go down. And pretty good time. It's definitely going to be in range of that hatchery there. We'll see how Enzyme's going to deal with it. Looks like another bunker about to go down as well. And we do have this Marine kind of hidden in the back side there. Oh goodness, he is going to get stuck. Pretty lucky, what can I say, but this bunker is full. Looks like we've got 2 more Marines going to be cruising forward, trying to save this guy that's stuck in the corner, waiting for this one to complete. That bunker does indeed complete, and now we're going to have Marines in the bunker. Looks like Enzymes could be in a little bit of trouble here. He does have a spine crawler on the way, but it is not going to be done in very good time. Looks like these guys actually in range of the spine crawler, not going to allow that to complete. Tossing down that spine crawler here. Should see some creep spread here from Enzymes, but he is going to toss down a spine crawler here. It doesn't look to be quite in range of this bunker, however. So creep spread is going to be a necessity. I would like to see him go ahead and spread some creep here very, very quickly, if at all possible. In the meantime, this hatchery is under fire. A whole bunch of Marines out on the field here. We've got this bunker completely full. These guys waiting for some place to jump into where they're still in range. And now a bunker going down on the high ground. Vinny getting very aggressive with all these bunkers. Queen not going to last very long. She does pick off a couple of these Marines. Oh, she backs out there very quickly. And she goes down. Too bad. Spinecrawler picking up a decent amount of kills, but doesn't look like he's going to get this last kill. Yes, he does. Wow, lucky guy. Living with 23 HP. Not any longer. Too very bad. Well, we've got a whole bunch of bunkers here. A whole bunch of bunkers indeed. It looks like this bunker is going to get whapped away after just a little while. A couple SCVs here. Getting low on health, trying to keep this guy healed up. but this spine crawler is in range. Should be able to pick that guy off here eventually. And I think that Enzymes may be able to hold on here. May be able to hold on. Let's just check in on that units tab. 20 drones to 23 SCVs. Great position for Vinny. He's currently taking an expansion, putting it down in his main. In fact, we'll go check on that here in just a second. Looks like he's going to cruise up here to the high ground, though, with his forces. That's a sad little story. But there's his command center going down. Looks like he's going to start to see Vinny wall this off finally. And Enzymes now cruising out across the field with some lings just to see what's going on. Needs to go find this position here, but looks like Vinny does get the snipe on this hatchery. He's now cruising up here to the high ground. We'll see if he's going to be able to get anything done here. Nice little defense, though, from Enzymes. That spine crawler, very, very effective there so far. Probably could use a second one potentially at this point, but a creep spread, like I said, is probably his best bet. Then he can get this spine crawler in range of these bunkers and force Vinny to either engage or back out. It's exactly what he needs to be doing at this point. Now, the nice thing for Enzymes is he's going for a little bit of a baneling bust here. Does break the wall down. Looks like it's going to get rebuilt here immediately. So not really the correct amount of damage here for Vinny. But he's going to send out some more units, so I don't know. We'll see if he's going to be able to knock this sucker down. Don't know, but Vinny is on just the one base for now, but he is going to have double the mule advantage here in just a few moments. And these Marines trying to evac. Not quite going to happen. They do indeed get surrounded. Enzymes taking those guys out. He's in fairly decent shape, getting some more baneling. He's going to go for this baneling bust here yet again. Looks like he could be able to bust down the supply depot and get some Zerglings into the main of Vinny here. But Vinny with double bunkers at this point, really, really going to be effective. Here comes your banelings. Breaks down the wall, and here comes your Zerglings. Should be able to cruise in. Oh my goodness, it's rebuilt immediately. Vinny. So it looks like Enzyme's probably going to have to go for either another baneling bust here or just back out and try and transition. But we do have one Marine guarding here, and it looks like Enzyme's not super keen on the idea of taking a second base right now. Looks like he wants to try and make this happen with one base, but that's going to be difficult. Vinny is turtling up, hard to the core. He's got double orbital commands back here. Those mules going to be extremely effective for him at this point. And I think the best bet for Enzymes is to go ahead and take a base. There he goes. He's going to take it right now. And going to have some creep spread going as well, so that's a good little deal. Skin going down here wants to reveal what's going on. It is just that baneling and spawning pool tech for now, so nothing other than Zerglings and banelings. Oh my. But Vinny's still on the one base. His mineral line is getting a little bit low here. Not too bad. Let's just check in on the units lost and see where we're at. Enzymes is significantly behind there. It's not huge, but definitely is a significant amount. And Vinny, pretty strong little army composition there. But Enzymes does have a slightly larger army, not by tons. But the big story here is the units on the harvester count there. Notice that Enzymes does have just about as many as Vinny there. That is really, really good deal for him. Back over here at Vinny's proxy barracks, he is still pumping out Marines at this position. So kind of an interesting play. Looks like he's waiting for his opponent to maybe cruise out across the map with another attack, and then he can go for a little bit of a counter here, I would assume. Could be a nice little play. We'll see if he's going to try that out here in just a little while. The nice thing is they can cruise right up this backside without getting scouted by this Selmaga tower. Here comes your Lings, though. Enzyme's going to be cruising out across the field. Bunch of Lings. 2 bunkers here on the low ground for Vinny. Appears to be in pretty solid shape. I would like to see Enzymes just secure more bases. I think that would be a pretty nice little deal. Going to send in a scouting Ling, however. But we'll get to that in just a few moments. Wow, he's still keeping these bunker series definitely ready for defense. But now on double base, Vinny appears to be in pretty solid shape. Notice the supply counts are starting to favor Vinny in a very big way. Look at that. Centrifugal hooks on the way. Looks like Enzymes is going to be sticking with this Zergling Baneling play for just a little while. Would like to see maybe some roaches, though, come out on the field. I think would be probably a smart idea at this point, just to help tank some of that damage. And have something to stick around after those banelings do go off a little bit. A couple Marines, though. The do cruise in. Enzymes cleans them up very, very quickly. Probably time to go ahead and cruise down to this position and check out where that proxy barracks is. See if you'll be able to figure it out. Should be able to figure it out here eventually, but Enzymes is beefing up his supply count. 92 supplies caught up to Vinny at this point. Vinny is, though, cruising out across the field with a whole bunch of Marines. Look at all these guys. My goodness, how many is that? About 47. Looks like probably just a few less because he's got some down at this bottom position, but he's sending them with. So here comes all of the Marines from Vinny. This is going to be interesting. Now, Enzymes does have quite a few Banelings and Zerglings here. No upgrades on them quite yet. He's working currently on melee attack level 1. But here comes your Marines. Looks like they're split up pretty well. Scans going down is going to start eliminating the creep tumors. Enzymes biding his time here. Waiting for the right opportunity. But here comes the attack. Is going to cruise down through here. Look at that surround. Baneling's going to be going off every which way. But that split there from Vinny is phenomenal. Really working in his favor there, but Enzymes cleans that up in a very, very big way. Able to do a heck of a lot of damage. And it is going to be transition time for one or two of these players. Let's see how this is going to go. But I would like to see somebody teching up here a little bit. Armory going down currently for Vinny. Not a bad little play. He's going to be grabbing a tech lab down on his factory. So I'm assuming tanks at this point. Probably going to see some medevacs as well from the starport. But we do see Enzymes. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Going for a small Baneling bust here, just a tiny one. Just wants to poke in here with a few Banelings just to test his opponent out here. Baneling's going to go down all the way up to the main and going now to the mineral line, I'm guessing. And back to the Marines. Nicely done, actually, from Vinny getting the flank there. And Vinny giving the TT. Enzymes doing a phenomenal job. Looks like he is going to be able to clean out this bunker. And that is the defenses, and GG from Vinny. Enzymes somehow able to make it happen there in the end. Beautiful play from Vinny, though, the entire time staying very aggressive, making a lot of damage happen, but Enzymes cleaning it up eventually. So good stuff. We're going into Game 2 here momentarily. Catch you guys then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have a live show match action continuing here on Xel'Naga Caverns, of all places. It is going to be Vinny and Enzymes battling it out yet again in Game 2. Enzymes on the comeback, man, in game number 1. What phenomenal play from this guy. He is really on fire. I couldn't believe that he held that off, and it took him so long to get rid of all of those bunkers, but when he finally did, he just made it happen off 2 base. Zerglings and Banelings only. Unbelievable stuff. So nicely done. But here in Game 2, Vinny going to be trying to come back. This is his map choice. He did choose Xel'Naga Caverns. I guess I'll allow it, even though Xel'Naga Caverns is considered a very, very unbalanced map, imbalanced map, however you want to look at it. But there is still that gold mineral field here. And that, if once a Terran player can take that, it does pose a very significant threat to your Zerg opponents and things like that. So we'll see how he's going to proceed. I assume that's going to be probably one of his fail-safes, if at all possible. Currently working on a wall-off, strangely enough, so that's kind of interesting. But Enzymes, in the meantime, gearing up for, I would assume, another 15 hatchery. Looks like he is indeed. Over 14 hatch, maybe? Nope, that's a scout. So 14 and 15 supplies should be on the way here momentarily. It's behind. Way behind. Nope, he's going for a 14 hatchery. 14 hatch. Wow. Very aggressive. Very aggressive indeed. And down goes that hatchery. It is a 14 hatch. So now you see what Enzymes is all about. Barracks going down for Vinny. Looks like he is going to have this wall off complete here momentarily. He is going to be grabbing a gas as well. And I assume for Enzymes we're going to see a spawning pool here in just a moment as well. There we go. Spawning pool has gone down, and he appears to be in pretty good shape now. Is Vinny going to go for any more aggression? Don't know, but he is going to be blocking a drone in his base as he is headed out across the map with his scout. Looks like Vinny may lose this SCV. Enzyme's really trying to take this guy down. But here comes your Marine. Marine going to be able to stave that guy off. And back to building supply depots he goes. Gas almost going down there. Vinny not going for the gas. It was a trick. He's trying to trick Enzymes into thinking he's going for a 1-1-1 there. Nice little trick. See if it's going to work, however. Enzymes currently... Oh, never mind. Vinny currently going for a bunker rush. Wow. Okay, so it is another bunker rush out of Vinny. Enzymes clearly pretty comfortable in those situations. And I would have been pretty flustered, I'll tell you. But he held on very, very well. Did a great job defending it for quite a long time and made it happen. So Vinny could be up running up against a wall here. Enzymes seems to be pretty dang good at it. Notice that we do have a spine crawler going down in fairly good time. A couple lings out on the field trying to block these Marines from getting in. However, they do indeed get in. But guess what? That bunker is not in good enough position to focus down this hatchery. Queen going to pick up the Marine kills. This is not good for Vinny. Vinny is going to have to salvage this bunker. And Enzymes holding that one off a lot quicker than he did in that last game. I'll tell you what, man. He is going to be in pretty dang good shape here, I think, moving forward. Vinny, however, is securing a natural as quickly as he can. Does have Hellions going to be on the way here momentarily, but this is going to be scouted here immediately by Enzymes. So Enzymes sees the transition, knows what to expect at this point. He's going to start to work on this reactor, but not before all of the Hellions roast those poor Zerglings to pieces. Roasted them into nice little barbecued Zerg ribs. Ling ribs. Macro hatch going down for Enzymes. I like the positioning there. It's going to also help block his ramp. And he does have his spine crawler kind of back here in the back and tossing down a second in this position. So nice looking defense here as he moves forward against Hellions. Love the positioning of this one. They can't cruise around the back side here without getting whacked at by a meaty, bony, fleshy something or another. Hellions now going to be working diligently on trying to take out this macro hatch. Looks like that's going to give them a good long job to attend to for quite a while. Looks like the Queen going to go ahead and stave them off, but we do have a third Hellion joining the group and transition out of the Hellions here, it appears, for Blue Flame Hellions. Reactor also working now on those Marines. Appears to be in pretty good shape, and the second is going to go down without any problems so far. Orbital Command cruising out there. Looks to be in good shape. Just the spawning pool right now for Enzymes and the one gas. No new tech quite yet, but he's starting to stack the gas. We'll see where he's going to go with it. But you know what? Vinny's stacking gas too. He's at 350 gas. Oh, you better watch these Hellions. Better watch them just in case they do something. They're going to pick off, looks like maybe a couple drones here and there. Wait up, guys. Wait up. That guy's getting left out. They're going to back out here for just a moment, but we do have a bunker going down for Vinny in a good defensive position here at this natural. And I assume we're going to see tanks. Yes, indeed. There is siege on the way, and tanks going to be out on the field here momentarily. This looks like Vinny going for some mech play. Engineering bay going down, and we're going to see some upgrades as well on the infantry then. Not bad at all. Looks like your Hellion's still kicking it. Going to be taking out some creep tumors. Good little surround here, though, from Enzymes. Enzymes should be able to take a couple of these guys out. Blue Flame Hellions tend to be very effective against light units. But these triple hatches for Enzymes will help him re-macro an army very, very quickly. We do have a Roach one coming out for Enzymes as well. Just mining that one gas still. Oh, no, he's got a second gas at his natural. There we go. And going to be gearing up to secure his third, apparently. Taking out those destructible rocks down to the low ground there is probably where we're going to see that third go down. Don't think he's going to try and take the gold. It tends to be a little bit more difficult to hold, but it just depends on how he's feeling. And this is kind of an even match, so he's just going to play it safe, I think, at this point. We are going to see some banelings out on the field here in just a little bit, as well as roaches. Both those tech completing here in just a few moments. Vinny going to be walling off the back door here and sitting here in a defensive position. His tanks do have siege, but not sieged up. Bunker is completely full, and we've got a couple Marines spread out. I think that this is a nice looking position. Look at this, a third command center going down for Vinny. Pretty good stuff. And tank's still going to be rolling out onto the field. Does have another barracks with a tech lab is working on that stim pack. It's about to be complete. But these 3 tanks can be a nice little unit composition for Vinny. Probably needs to grab a couple more barracks, however, just so we can stay on top of that marine production as his economy does get a little bit better. Looks like we're going to have some Lings running around the backside, potentially to start working on this supply depot wall. In the meantime, Vinny is cruising out across the field. He's got 3 tanks in tow. Oh, maybe not. He's going to go for the gold. So that's why he has got this orbital command at the ready. Wants to get the gold. Looks like Enzymes going to take this opportunity to start beating down the supply depot. It's actually not a bad little deal. And securing a third of his own. Looks to be about a quarter of the way complete. Here comes the defense, but not before Enzymes does get the kill on a supply depot there. Vinny going to have to rebuild that here ASAP. Good couple defenses here, though. That siege tank going to be fairly effective at holding that little wall from now on. Nice positioning there. The gold is about to be taken by Vinny, though. You do see that hologram indicative of exactly that. There goes that orbital command. In the meantime, Vinny is going to be cruising forward with his force. 4 tanks now in tow, and he's got a whole 5 tanks now, and a whole bunch of Marines here. Scan's going to be going down. Wants to start stopping that creep spread. Looks like he's going to miss this guy right here. Nope, he got it. He got it. But the third is complete here for Enzymes. Vinny not quite aware of it yet, but you can probably guess at it since there is not a gold expand. But here goes Vinny's gold expand, and well, I tell you, if he gets this sucker up and running, man, it can be a very, very big deal. Whole bunch of roaches out on the field for Enzymes right now, and a whole bunch of banelings as well. My goodness, that's going to be a lot of banelings. A whole bunch more in production, and he's also got more lings and roaches in production. He's going to be going for quite a large attack right away here. Looks like he may even skirt his opponent's army. Not a bad little deal. Indeed he is. Going to try and get the snipe on this orbital. Does start it on fire. Looks like it's probably going to get repaired, but backing out there very, very quickly. And is it going to get repaired? I don't assume that he's going to let this sucker burn down. But so far it is. There we go. He's getting it repaired. But here comes the attack. Tank sieging up, but not before. Everybody's right on top of him there, and looks like these roaches and banelings should be able to clean out quite a few of these Marines and tanks here. Notice the roaches just cruising forward as quickly as he can, getting himself into position as quickly as possible. Enzymes with a very, very large force pushing through here, doing a heck of a lot of damage. We've got some SCVs over here, but that is about it from Vinny. The supply count now really favoring Enzymes, who's currently backing out again. While he does have his third up and running, he does not have that gold advantage, so this is beautiful play to see him keeping that pressure on the gold. Dip in, dip out, try not to lose your entire army, and take out as much of his opponent's forces, as well as deny this mining for as long as possible. Looks like this orbital may burn down if Vinny does not catch wind of it being on fire. There he goes. He's going to repair it. And we do have a push from Vinny. He's going to be moving forward, bringing some SCVs with 1 tank in the mix here, but a whole bunch of SCVs. Looks like he pulled all of them. Indeed he did. Looks like it's going to be a base race type scenario here. Base race indeed. Now who gets the better end of that deal? Enzymes cruising up here to the high ground. Looks like he is going to be able to take down quite a few units. All these reinforcements probably not going to make it to the bank. He is backing out, though, however, with quite a few of these units. While Vinny is cruising into his opponent's natural here. Wow, the spine crawler going to be picking up quite a few kills, and Enzymes does make it to the bank here. Plenty of roaches to deal with this. It appears, and Vinny not in good shape now. He's got Lings in his base, no army in a forward position. And there's your GG. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt-tab, always alt-Starcraft. Congratulations to Enzymes. He'll be taking home a small cash prize. We'll catch you guys here in our next game.